Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are working on getting Hail into our customs union. I still need to do some work with these other countries, though. Dynam, we... You've got... If I made you go to universal suffrage, you would have a fantastic chance of that. Gosh. Because you've got a lot of powerful movements. You know what? Actually, I'm going to change your government. Let's do it. Alright, so now they're in the hands of the petit bourgeois. Maybe it needs time to... Oh, and they're a republic now. Well, that's exciting. Well, progress to voting. Excellent. I wonder why I can't now... I wonder if they're gonna automatically change their own laws. It should be. It should be that way. Oh. No, I completely changed their government. They're a multiculturalist, universal suffrage presidential republic now, with appointed bureaucrats. They might have had appointed bureaucrats before. Okay, so that's a whole slew of changes, actually. That's pretty neat. Alright, okay, I'm down with this. I'm picking up what you're putting down. How's leverage with Turkey going? It's getting better. Getting better. We should be able to get where we want to go with Turkey pretty soon. Then maybe right at the end of the game, we'll shift them over to being... Hey, Hail backs down. Wonderful. Hey, Hail. How's your situation? You'll be doing a lot better now that you're in our market, believe you me. Let me see. Ohio's a part of Jabal Shamar. Right? You're a split state? Yeah, you are. Interesting. .1 infantry Jabal Shamar. You end up fighting Turkey and Egypt. Masai mass immigration. Very cool. Alright, come on, proportional taxation. Let's do it. Give me that cash. Give me the money! The money! Excellent. Finances are even better. Alright, so... I think I'm going to put everything other than the oil at the top of the queue. And we'll just get that stuff built. So this will build really fast, and then we'll finish out the rest of our power plants. Because obviously the power plants are going to take a long time. Power block cohesion is solid. 30 months till another principal. Feeling pretty good about that. So if I impose regime change... So, Dynam still is unhappy with being a protectorate. Not Siam. Siam is as well. Relations are improving. I could force them into a regime change, but their situation is pretty okay. Oh no, they're oligarchic. Alright, let's do it. So we'll give that a second to turn over. Now, what about Philippines? How are you doing? We're still autocratic. If you go to universal suffrage, good chance things change. So I'm gonna hit you with the do universal suffrage. They're gonna defer. All right. So Siam is now a universal suffrage presidential republic. So they stayed at national supremacy. Interesting. Dynam, we can't force any changes on for reasons that are not really clear. So Siam, what can I make you do differently? You're currently headed up by the petit bourgeois, trade unions, and the devout. You can't get to interventionism because you have serfdom. Certainly go to tenant farmers. What about homesteading? Homesteading and tenant farmers are equal. Obviously, that means you're going to have to fight your landowners. How happy are your landowners? They're furious. Cool. Well, time to bite the bullet. Homesteading it is. Long Prabang. Alright, they're doing it. So we're going to have to fight them. Long Prabang. I'll make you go to universal suffrage. Everyone's going to love that. Let's do it. You're probably going to be part of Siam eventually, but... Unless, of course, I break off Lao and turn you and Lao into Lao. And they're doing it. Wonderful. And there's political agitation. That's interesting. Alright, so we've built up all those tasty, tasty businesses in India. The British and the Russians are squaring off. Well, I would participate in this, but I would much rather take advantage of British distraction to steal all the stuff that I want to steal. So we'll go after that. Conquer state in Nile. Egypt, are you crazy? I love it. Oh no, it's Great Britain going after Egypt at an incredibly stupid time while they're also in a play involving Russia. Has this one become a war yet? Not yet. Well, this is exciting. Maybe I'll do my thing. I think I'm gonna wait until as soon as they've gotten everything done, and I think it might be time to shatter the British Empire. I definitely want to get Afghanistan into my power block. We'll grab Ceylon, we'll grab our treaty ports. Maybe we'll grab Pegu if we got the energy for it. I'll probably steal Oman as well, mostly just so that I can get this treaty port back, which is, I know, a little bit weird and dumb and roundabout, but it is what it is. How is my coal situation? Coal situation, still doing pretty okay. Lead situation, not as much. Have I got more lead mine capacity? I do in Chiang Mai. So we'll max that out. One more in the Shan States. And that's it. Alright, well, Chiang Mai, it is what it is. We'll throw that in at the top of the queue. So, 2 diplomatic plays about ready to go. Loving this number of loyalists. We're finally at more loyalists than we are radicals. This is excellent. Standard of living is high. Literacy is going up. Philippines is likely to increase autonomy. Philippines, you're a different type of... You're a colony. Interesting. Very interesting. Rubber and Tonkin. Very cool. Let's you and him fight. Alright, so... Nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the war has started. Alright. Now. Afghanistan? You're coming with me. So we'll force a diplomatic play here. Now, this is going to give us a bunch of infamy, but it is what it is. So... First we'll do this. We'll get the lads together. And now we're going to throw on some additional demands. So, first, we want to transfer Ceylon. We want to transfer Oman. So this is going to put both of them in the war. Now, we're going to take treaty ports in the one in Baluchistan. That's Oman's. We'll grab that. The one in Carnatic, that's Britain's. We'll grab that. And the one in Malaya, that's also Britain's. We'll grab that. We will... So the question is, can I add these to my primary without losing those other war goals? And I think I can. So now, do I want to take British Ceylon? I don't think I actually necessarily need to. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Do I want to take any of this territory? Probably not. So I could make all of this primary, but I think the only ones I really want are the treaty ports. I do kind of want Ceylon, but, you know, I don't necessarily need it. So yeah, we'll take the treaty ports, we'll make them primary. Next, stretch goals. Other things we want to get from Great Britain. Do I want any territory up here? I don't think I actually need it. I could grab North Borneo from Bulungan, but I don't necessarily want to pull them into the war. But I think what I really want to do is shatter the empire. So... Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Is Canada already involved against Britain in the war with Russia? Well, they're trying to liberate Afghanistan. I don't love that. I need to go fast here. So where's Canada? Canada's here. But Canada's only on a side, right? You're not actually going to free Canada. So... I'm going to free Canada. I'm going to free Australia. And I'm going to free... Can I free Cape Colony? I can't. Curious. Suppose I could grab British East Africa. That'd be fun. It's quite curious that I can't free the Cape Colony. Could I transfer the Cape Colony? No, I can't. Not for lack of... Only for lack of maneuvers. Ooh. I'm going to leave a few maneuvers in here. And we're going to see how things are going to go. So that gives me quite a few fronts to deal with. First, I think I'll take the Bombay army. Put them over here. This front to the north. I don't think any actual units are going to be able to be there. Central Indian Army we'll put on this front. Madras Army we'll put on this front. Bombay Army... Or no, you're going up there. Bengal Army, you're going on this front. And then Southeast Asian Army, you'll go on this front. And that'll be all we'll do with our armies for now, as we wait and see how the situation develops. So now, am I going to be at war with Canada? Probably. USA damaging relations, okay, not too worried about that. War operations, humiliate, steal Siam. Is that all you got, Britain? Well, this is really weird. I had no idea Russia was trying to... Excuse me? Let's put the Khalsa army on this front. This front's broken up. Well, that'll be fine. Okay, so all of our regular fronts here look fine so far. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I think I'll grab Oman's second thing. Britain's fearful. Come on. Back down. Oh my gosh, do I add a liberate to my primaries? I think I might. No extra infamy. I'm gonna do it. Dare you to back down, Britain. I dare you to back down. That was my leverage with Turkey. It's getting better. Excellent. Alright, Afghanistan's still a puppet. They've fallen out of the war? No, okay. They're still involved. Luang Prabang wants greater autonomy. No, thank you. Unregulated automobiles. Due to a spate of accidents, there have been calls to regulate automobiles. It is being reported that an out-of-control automobile crashed into a wall at high speeds, killing the driver. Faster than a horse and twice as heavy. If people don't see why that's dangerous, I don't know what to tell you. Stricter laws make the safer streets, reduce motor industry's throughput, industrialists salty. People need to adjust, industrialists happier. Automobiles should have the right of way, lower certain pops more radical. I'm just going to go with the second one. Happier industrialists makes for a situation. Dual promotion. The civil service demanded the promotion of Brigadier General Durgabai Nayak, touting his history of loyal and effective service. So many medals adorned his jacket that one could scarcely see the fabric beneath, but it was not yet enough. Chest puffed out with pride, the general smiled as he imagined the look on Devi's face when the lieutenant general learned of his imminent ascension. Their rivalry was legendary among the officers. At last, he would have his due. He's earned it. Happier civil servants, or they won't force our hand. He gets less popular. Civil servants become happy. Easy, humanitarian. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll do it. Again, weird that this front is not a front now. Force comparisons everywhere seem rock solid. Not loving that Sulu's involved in this situation. Don't put Solo in this situation. Italy's improving relations. Excellent. So, Canada's feeling antagonistic. Oh, you better not feel too antagonistic, because you're about to get liberated. So, I think after this, I invade London. Well, I take a look at what the proportions are. Force and strength here seems really reasonable. I can probably pull the Bombay army off and do a cheeky naval invasion as soon as we get started. Let's grab the Pakistan Defense Force and put them... Obviously, again, Britain is fighting 2 other wars, so they're not really able to effectively respond to this the way I think they could. Things are looking rock solid. Feeling pretty confident. They got more forces in the south here. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Alright. Fronts are looking alright. Obviously this has moved up our sulfur supplies, but it's not as bad as it could be. I'm going to cut our sulfur import route from Great Britain completely. And see where we can bring in... we can bring in plenty of sulfur from the French. Prussians too, so let's do that. And then lead we can bring in from the French and Prussians. We have a lead import route from Great Britain, we do, so let's cut it. Alright, that port was sorted out really, really fast. Things are still going fine in Singapore. First battle for Singapore. So let's take a quick look at the war structure and see what's needed. Alright, so I don't have my transfers or my liberates. Am I at war with Canada? Yes, Canada is on the other side here. So, Canada, what's your capital? I hope it's Quebec. It's Ontario. Alright, well that is what it is. So, but I think my way forward here is to take my best army. They're in the middle of a battle. They're in the middle of a battle too. A lot of battles happening in this war, I must say. Oh yeah, we got another tiny front. That's right, Pondicherry. That's fun. Alright. Occupation up here is looking rock solid. Kind of shocking, actually, how much occupation I've achieved up there. Hopefully I'll be able to get this done before Britain's war with Russia finishes, because I don't want Afghanistan to get liberated before I transfer them to me. I don't know what that's going to do to the freaking war goals, but it is going to be a boondoggle is what it's going to be. I got a certain amount of occupation of Ceylon, which I'm pretty pleased about. How's Singapore going? How much occupation have I got here? 75%. And I'm about to win another battle here, so that will be just fine. Wonderful. Alright, that portion of the war is sorted out. Almost done with the occupation of King Hai. That'll put these two armies... Actually, the Bombay army I can safely pull off, which is good, because it's time to invade Great Britain. We'll go in the home counties. We'll go in with the 1st Indian Fleet. The 1st Indian Fleet needs another leader. Let's grab an armed forces guy. We'll give him a little promotion as well. So we're going to see where that puts us. I don't think I'll need to occupy... I think once I've got Great Britain fully occupied, I won't need to occupy the subject states. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Turkey wants a trade agreement? Absolutely. Oman is in default, that's fine. So, do they have... Yes, it's the transfers and liberates that are locked down. I might be able to throw one army into Oman and get in there without having a problem. So let's grab the Central Indian Defense Force and just sneak on in there and see if I can do what I want to do and go where I want to go without even having a real major battle here. Got 3 battles in Ceylon. Beautiful. Those are handled. So next it's Australia. Where's Australia's capital? It's in New South Wales. I can for sure naval invade there without a problem with the 2nd Indian Fleet. So let's grab the Khalsa Army and go there. Do they still have war support protection on Oman? They do. But not Ceylon. Okay, so I need to take the other part of Oman. There is a naval invasion happening here. So let's put the Central Indian Army over here to defend the area. We're almost over to Great Britain. And our army is on its way. Feeling pretty jazzed about that overall. And an Omani communist revolt is... Hold on, is this a front in my war? Shouldn't be, should be. No, there are no fronts. So... Oh, someone else invaded Oman before I could. Well, that's fun. What? Who got into Oman? Mahra. You know what? Hats off to Mahra. You did it. Gujarat. Yep, I got an army there, so I'm not worried. Alright, 106 against 60, and we are winning. Excellent. Excellent. There are Belgians here, which is interesting. I might be able to hire an army fast and hurl one of my defense forces into Belgium, which would be exciting. Hey, Egypt got back this territory. Did you grab war goals for those territories, Egypt? They did. Excellent. You get him, Egypt. Stomp him. Just stomp him. That'll be nice. Alright, so... how's the naval invasion going? 25% progress. How is the one in Australia going? No progress yet, but we got a battle kicked off, and we are winning it. So hopefully that'll get us in the door. In the door and over to where we want to go. Japan is also in a war with Great Britain somehow. Oh, they're in this thing with Russia. Oh, right, because they're a Russian. No, aren't they? They are. Yes, they're a Russian subject. So that's Excite Bike. Got another battle kicked off here, and we are winning. Excellent. Australia, we got 50% progress. So, I'm going to grab a defense force. All defense force doesn't have a leader. Okay, well, I'm not going to grab this defense force. We'll grab the Madras defense force. We'll move them here. Just get them as close as possible here, because this is probably going to develop into 2 fronts on account of there's a bunch of impassable territory in the middle of Australia. Where are we? 75% now. Excellent. And how's the invasion of London going? Very good. They got more battalions here, but that's okay. I got 51% progress. I'll be able to send another army at some point. Very good. Progress is being made here. Beautiful. Army to the front. 2nd Indian Fleet. Let's grab the Bengal army. And throw you in the West Country. This is a big risk, but I think it's worth it. They no longer have war support protection on Afghanistan, Oman, or Canada. Right, because Afghanistan is still floating. Alright, so actually the only way I'm going to be able to do this is by invading Britain proper. But we are closing in on... Yes, so as I predicted, there's a front split over here. Didn't go exactly as I might have thought, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll drop those guys in there. This army will continue to move forward in the other side, on the other side, rather. And that'll be just fine. There is a naval invasion happening, a naval invasion of me happening over here. We are crushing the British. They have not sent a sufficient force. So I'm feeling reasonably confident about my ability to do that with absolutely no problems. And we are winning another battle. Oh my gosh, if we can do this, if we can make this happen and get into the home counties, I think we can get everything. The other side of the fence. Where are we in the episode? We're closing in on the end of the episode. People have begun complaining about the difference in living standards between us and our neighbors in Great Britain. Does Great Britain have a standard of living? No, they do. It's only a little bit better than ours. After the shop door swung shut, they exchanged a meaningful glance. She didn't even notice you gave her the wrong change. Why do you think I'd do it? Her sort, they can afford it. I'll be damned if the British think they can come here and flaunt their wealth, expecting us to just tolerate it. This is simply an example of global inequality, trade unions stronger and happier. Clearly they're liars who cheat foreigners out of their money. Deteriorates relations, or it's the way things are not worth thinking about. 5% of pops in Malaya become more radical. It's simply an example of global inequality. Stronger trade unions. Nice. Anyway, you're not going to be neighbors with Great Britain and Malaya much longer, because I'm going to steal all of that territory. An exile at the gates. The relatively lenient Indian immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Ngarmaba Bira has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to India. I'm an American, I'm not great at the NG at the beginning of the word. Ngarmaba. It was one name on a very, very long list. One that had passed through multiple layers of bureaucracy before being noticed. One fateful day, however, one clerk at the end of his shift pointed at the name and spoke those fatal words. I could swear I've heard of him before. He's a pacifist associated with the Zamindars. If I assume we won't have someone like this, that'll upset my industrialists. So yeah, we'll bring him in. I think it's fine having another pacifist around. Battle's going well here. I got more armies coming in. That said, Sawai Kadri, a fascist, disappeared in India, falling in line. The Bhadralaks, prominent supporters of the Liberal Party, have proposed support for the Anti-British Association to be a component of the official party platform. I've considered the facts, and I'm willing to push it forwards. The fact of the matter is that voters do not, and have never, cared for anything outside of our own borders. Even if the climate shifts heavily against Great Britain in the coming months, we may still run on our internal policy without compromising our more wide-ranging principles. I see the rationale. Nevertheless, I would like to know more before committing to a side. The stance our nation takes must not be informed by the whims of ideologues, but rather hard necessity. The party stands together on this. The industrialists join the Anti-British Association. and be accused of foreign puppeteering, weaker Bajradaks, or this could benefit the party's campaigning, extra momentum for the Liberals. I'm going to go with the first one. I'm perfectly happy to have them be in the Anti-British Association. We're extremely anti-British at present. That's going to make them happier, which is very good. Alright, that is all the time we got for this episode, my nerds. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.